Well, good day, gentlefolk, and welcome to a Let's Try of Sandbox universe, where basically I believe you have an entire universe to play with, and you can create and build whatever you like, spatially wise. It does come with simulations that you can watch and play around with. So for example, I'll show you a few simulations. Our solar system. So if I load that up, there we go, and you can wander around at your heart's content. It does include all the planets and also smaller bodies and asteroids and some of the outer smaller minor planets beyond Pluto, make and others. You'll have to forgive me, I'm not an astronomer by any means, but it does look lovely, and you can angle it around to have a look. You can also, if I click on the Earth, it will give you all the stats. So for example, name, mass in Earth masses, diameter, density, temperature, total velocity, orbital elements, orbits of the sun, etc, etc. If I click on it again, I can follow it. It will be tracked, and I can zoom in, and there she is. I shall zoom out again so we can see our solar system again. Keep going, keep going. So I shall click back on the sun and follow the sun. And for an example again, if I click on, let's have an interesting planet like Saturn with its rings. Saturn, where are you? There you are. If I follow Saturn, again you get all of the statistics. And if I zoom in, where's Saturn's rings? Where are your rings? Am I just... That is Saturn, isn't it? Where's your rings? Where are all your moons? I do not know. Orcus, trans-Neptunian object. Another trans-Neptunian object, 2002 AW197. Of course I knew that. You can alter the speed. So let me adjust the speed. It's now at 1 day. So that's in hours. So 12 hours. There we go. So 48 will be 2 days. Yes. Wow, something has occurred. The physics is correct, the gravity is correct, so excuse me, so what have you, I think that's a bit quick. Oh no, no. So, whoa, Venus has been flung out. Excuse me. Venus has been flung out and is... what's going on with Mars? There's a whole lot of things going on. Okay. Or is that actually how it... No. I don't know, Venus seems to be doing some weird... Venus never crosses the orbit of Mars as I'm aware. It never comes that close. I don't think. But you can play around with this. Like I can now add an object. So where shall I add an object? What is Mercury doing out here? Wow. Okay, let's start our own. So we'll create a new simulation, and it will be an empty simulation. So we start off with a complete empty arena to play with, a complete blank canvas if you were. So I'm going to add a star and let's have a different start to the sun. There we go, Wolf 359. I remember that from Frontier. So Wolf 359, there she is, and you can spin around it and all good stuff. So let's add a planet to Wolf 359. Let's add an Earth type planet. Let's add an Earth type planet. There she goes. Now I trust that's in orbit. Yep. So we have Wolf 359 with one Earth type planet orbiting it. Now if I put a larger planet, i.e. Jupiter, a Jupiter type planet close, will some kind of anomalies occur? So what's going to happen to the Earth when it gets close to, that's not crossing orbits, are they? Possibly. That should be fun. Well, that'll be interesting. Ooh, crash. So I trust Earth was destroyed there. Well, Jupiter sucked up the Earth. But that's okay, because we can add a second. Ooh, that's going to be interesting. I'm not going to actually do that. So I'm going to select the star first. So let's add another Earth type object. So there we go. Now that should... Now we'll have to see when Jupiter gets close if it affects the Earth's orbit. I think we're fine. Let's up the speed a tad. There we go. No, we're fine. Okay, so let's add some more. We can add some moons. We can add asteroids. Let's add an asteroid. So we do we want a series type, large one, a small one? Let's add a smaller one like Apophis. Or orbital crossing. Oh, that's yes. We'll have an orbital crossing asteroid. Oh, I have an achievement. Now I have to say this was on sale today, this morning, yesterday for £1.40. So for a bit of fun, for £1.40, you can adjust all the physics and everything, I believe. Somewhere. There you go. What's this? Yeah, colour mode, realistic. Centre of the universe, absolute space. Scale width of your view. So anyway, we have two planets. We have a Jupiter-sized planet, an Earth-sized planet, and an asteroid. So let's add another planet. Let's add Saturn to the equation. We will put that outside. There we go. Now, can I give it rings? Because at the moment I doubt whether it'll focus on Saturn. Can I add rings? Add rings. Saturn's, there we go. So Saturn with rings. Now, question is, will they get pulled off when the planets come close? But we can add an asteroid that's on collision. So if I change these here, we have add bodies with automatic orbit, add bodies with no velocity, and launch a body. So if I select Jupiter, if follow it and zoom in. Then if I add an asteroid with launch body, I can launch a Ceres type asteroid at the planet Jupiter, he said. But it might miss. But that's okay. Dwarf planet. Now what would be really interesting is if, because Jupiter is close to the Sun, if I was to give Jupiter some rings. So if I Jupiter, add rings, add Saturn type rings. As you can see, they've been disturbed by gravity. And there's a scar where the original Earth was sucked up. There you go, you can see the rings being affected by gravity. So whether they'll dissipate fully in the future, I don't know. You can see them being pulled off in a shape. So it might lose its rings eventually in the future, but all good fun and games. If I reselect, I don't know where that satellite's going. Oh, that's got a crazy orbit, and it's getting crazier all the time. Splendid. So what else can we add? We can add footballs, soccer balls, depending where you live, or baseballs, or a pool ball, or a bowling ball, teapot. No, or a monolith. Monolith, right. In 2001 there was monoliths. In the book of 2001 it was on the moon of Iapetus on Saturn. So can we give Saturn a moon? Can I add a moon to Saturn? Do we have Iapetus? Triton, Iapetus. Let's try no velocity and see what happens. That's not working, is it? That's in the sun's orbit. Can I not put it? Like that. Smack. Okay, that didn't work. Okay. Velocity relative, adjust velocity relative. Okay. I shall just add it. I'll just add it and we'll see what happens. So let's focus on Iapetus. Let's zoom in and let's add a monolith. But it's not going to go in orbit. I'm probably doing something wrong. A lot. Right, let's focus back on the sun. That asteroid is, yep, he's doing crazy stuff. Stuff going on over here. Iapetus, moon of Saturn. Yes, we know this. Earth and Jupiter are coming close. Will the rings be disturbed? So, should we add another planet just to see what... We could add another star and become a binary system and see what happens. Well, that'd be interesting. Let's add Rigel. Beetlejuice, that's a big star. Do we have Beetlejuice? Taurus, Wolf 359, obviously Rigel, Deneb, Barnard star, which is a Sirius, Polaris, Canis Majoris, Pollux, Taurus, Beetlejuice. Right, brace yourself, folks. Oh, oh, oh. No, that would just be silly. Okay, let's add a Sun's type star here. Just see what happens. See if it affects the orbits of the planets. I'll up the speed. Wow, okay, where'd everything go? Okay, I'll down the speed. I think... Oh! Oh, hello! What's happened here then? Everything's gone over here. Wow. Jupiter's over here. Splendid. So there you go. As you can see, you can have great fun. Edit mode, own. You've also got graphs, diameter, density, velocity, acceleration, temperature versus luminosity, mass versus diameter, and original. And all good stuff. Arrange objects proportionally by value, but we'll go back into realistic mode. So everything's shooting off everywhere by the looks of things. That's going away. They're all just bye. Okay, so there you go. You can make it up as you go along, or you can watch simulations that are in the game. I think I've explained before, we have a lot. So we have Jupiter and its moons. There we go. So you got Ganymede and Europa and Io. That's showing its ring system. Why Saturn didn't show its ring system is a mystery to me, but Callisto. And there are many others as well. Galaxy collision is excellent, and it is Andromeda and the Milky Way as well, which apparently will collide in, well, not our lifetime, in a few billion years' time. So you can find the sun on here, if I remember right. Milky Way. So this is what's going to happen in a few billion years' time. There's the sun. And galaxies coming together. 27 million years so far. So there they go. You can you can spin it. You have full three-dimensional control. So while gravity does its stuff, now the sun, I believe, will get flung out and will become a non-galactic object, just be free roaming. There it goes, there they go, look, tearing themselves apart due to gravity. There they go. Bang. Now the majority of these will form into one super galaxy due to the gravitational forces, but I believe the Sun is one of those that gets flung out. There she goes, yep. So if I the orbit of the Sun, oh, she might come back. Possibly. So I believe that's what you would call an irregular shaped galaxy. So there you go, Galaxy Collision Simulator. Now I would assume that you can make your own there as well. Now what's this? Floating moons. Don't know what this is, haven't looked at it before. They're just moons floating. So let's hand tool. Oh, I can move you around. I see. Okay. Ooh, collisions. So you could imagine this at a microscopic level and at an atomic level. I would imagine as atoms come together and produce larger atoms and produce larger atoms until you produce grains of dust, until you produce planets. I reckon this is a primordial soup simulation, but who knows? Well, moon 3032. Well, let's have a look. Let's add a planet, a Jupiter-sized planet, and see the scale. Yes. They whoop, bring me back, thank you. Earth-sized planet? Oh, perhaps not. Perhaps not. Well, there's a couple there on the way out. So there you go, that's one more simulation, and collision with Jupiter. Is this Levy Shoemaker, what's it, comet that crashed a few years ago? Levy Shoemaker 9? Or is... oh, yes it is, Shoemaker Levy 9. So just up the speed slightly. Here she comes. Kablooey. Here come the other parts. Bam. And it leaves the scars as well, which is really nice. Excellent. That is. No, there's a good few chunks still. Smack. Bam. But that's how it was. So yeah, as you can see, there's plenty to go. There's, as it's called, Universe Sandbox. The sandbox mode is probably the way to go. Excellent. Or it's good fun. There we go. Earth and Moon. There's the moon. What the different options? Physical properties and velocity, dynamic properties, and velocity, etc. Excellent. So, and also we have planets and all moons. That might take a while. Oh, there we go. Look. Wow. Sun. Okay, let's pick a star. Let's pick a star. Now I'll say that, or is these? Oh, these are all just what's going on over here? Moons of Jupiter. Oh, that's just everything and everything. I understand. It's all the small planets, asteroids, planetoids, with Kuiper belt objects as well, or Eris dwarf planet. No. Splendid. So there you go, folks. Sandbox Universe. Excellent. All fun. You could make up your own simulations. You could teach the kids astronomy and what happens when things collide and when things come close together. So have fun. I say it was £1.40. It's not very dear anyway. I think it's about £6 brand new. So go away and have fun with the universe. So with that, I thank you all for watching. You all take care, and I shall bid you farewell and goodbye.